It's 8 o'clock. It's July 4th, 2022. It's 58 degrees and partially sunny. Happy 4th of July. Nothing says American independence like me having a horrible allergy attack and an ear infection. And, of course, the annual tradition here at Site B of idiots running around with fireworks, drunk, shooting fireworks in the air, trees that are so dry because of the drought. So I don't know how many fire trucks you had last night, but I had 3. So let us count how many fire trucks we see running around today and thank our firefighters for keeping us safe from the people who think it's okay to shoot fireworks up into trees that haven't had water. Just generally, if you live here in drought country, fireworks should only be shot by professionals. Yeah. Anyways. But nothing says freedom like free bundles. All the following bundles are up this week. So we've got freebies, bundles, and sales. Remember, as enticing as these are just PDFs, so don't get too excited. And when downloading any of these, as I've said repeatedly, before you open them up, check them for viruses and stuff like that. All right. Freebies! The Vampire the Masquerade Nexus is up. It doesn't include character creation yet, but it does have some examples for making characters for Vampire. And there's a character creation reference document on DriveThruRPG that gives locations in the core rulebook for the appropriate rules and collects separate tables for quick references. So this is free. And it's a book on DriveThru, but it also directly links to the Vampire the Masquerade Nexus, which is a VTT vampire thing that's being sponsored by, I don't know, somebody. The Dungeons Key has released something called Drifting Offline, a subspace anomaly for death in space. It's a adventure for death in space, mothership, space horror type things. It's free. You can get it through the Dungeons Key. There is a Winnie the Pooh tabletop role-playing game up. It's a light storytelling game featuring Pooh and his friends that only requires a standard deck of playing cards. If you did not know, Winnie the Pooh is now in the public domain, which means anybody can make Winnie the Pooh stuff as long as it doesn't, violate too many things. Over the DM's Guild, there's a vampire adventure called The Vampire Cure that places the party in the midst of a vampire attack. This is, of course, also free. A bunch of new classes and subclasses have been put up over on DM's Guild as well, including the Lich class. Lich class? You mean I could start as a first level Lich? Yeah, no, I don't think so. The Spirit class, the Barbarian Eternal Wrath class. If you're interested in new archetypes and classes and subclasses for D&D, there's a bunch of them, all for free. And speaking of bundles, there is a bundle up at the DM's Guild for $25 that features 20 player expansion source books, mostly focusing on new classes and subclasses. Speaking of subclasses, over at, it also looks like DM's Guild, there's a whole bunch of new stuff for Ravenica. There's 3 source books up for the D&D Ravenica build thing that they made. It's $8. Features a whole bunch of new things for Ravenica, which is a Magic the Gathering setting that was converted to a D&D setting. So there you go. Itch.io has hundreds of titles on sale for their summer sale. That's itch.io.com. Up to 90% off. Fantasy Grounds has a summer sale going on with a whole bunch of discounted bundles and RPGs, maps, and acid packs. Acid packs. There's the allergy attack. I cannot hear out of my left ear, so yeah. 50% off. Tons of VTT stuff for Fantasy Grounds. Free League has a summer sale going on. I checked one of the prices, and, they're reasonable, but then the shipping is outrageous. So even though there's plenty of Free League product for sale through this thing, and these are actually physical products, I think, So, you got like a $50 product marked down to like $22. It's like, great. But then you look at the shipping and you're like, okay, well, I guess back up to $50. Yeah. All right. We have some charity bundles, one from Pride Month. This is over at itch.io. Pride Month being, of course, over as it's July. But we've got 500 games by LGBTQT creators. Remember, this is technically not a charity, but all the proceeds will split evenly between the creators who opted in to receive funds. The bundle is $10, and the sale now is moved to July 7th. Bundle of Holding has a big Gurps bundle up. We've got the Gerps Essentials Bundle, which gives you all the original generic role-playing game system rules. You remember Gerps, the game I help write and work on. That's $20. Then we've got all the Gerps Space stuff, including, all the Gerps science fiction stuff, including Gerps Space, Gerps Spaceship, Gerps Psionics, some other space sci-fi stuff. This is $13. And the third bundle is the Gurps Fantasy Bundle. This features Gurps Fantasy, Gurps Magic, campaign settings, Banestorm, other stuff like that. This is $20. Bundle of Holding is going to has a VTT battle map sale going on for $10. A whole bunch of VTT JPEGs and PDFs, as well as VTT conversions of just generic bunch of fantasy maps. How many fantasy maps? 19 gigabytes worth of high quality maps. How much is that? I don't know. There's a Humble Bundle over at Humble Bundle of some fiction books. So this is fiction books based upon gaming settings. We've got some books set in Legends of the Five Rings, Arkham Horror, Descent, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs. These are all books that have been written set in these fictional settings that are role-playing games. And they're PDFs. You can get them over up at Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle and Frog God Games has a collection of treasures and stuff, which is a diverse collection of products for 5e or OSR made by Frog God Games. This is $10. And this goes to support the Navy Marine Corps. There's some stuff for Talisman, the board game, up over at the Land of DLCs. We've got a bundle that collects all the DLC and all the new stuff that's ever been created for Talisman, the board game. And that's available for $10. And that's over at Humble Bundle, it looks like. So most of these are DM's Guild, Drive-Thru, and Humble Bundle bundles. Lots of fun stuff. Interesting to see what's going to come out of Winnie the Pooh being now a free, open to the public setting. Yeah, okay. So that's everything that's going on. Remember, it's 4th of July, so if you have pets, please keep them inside. Keep them safe and let them feel safe and secure from all the explosions and stuff. Remember if you're going to use fireworks, use them safely, i.e. don't set them off in my neighborhood in the trees that are dry. Yeah. Okay. Till next time, I'm the OGGM who's suffering from a horrible 4th of July allergy attack. Stay safe tonight. Talk to you soon.